Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Gemini, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Gemini, I am doing your reading in the evening, but I have a new lighting situation, so I hope that it looks okay. I don't know. I hope that you all are doing well and having a good start to your year. I did a mini meditation before I turned on the camera, so I'm just going to read out what I wrote down, and then I'm going to hold it up for you to take a picture if you like. These may show up in your life in the next few weeks from when you watch this. If they do, I would love to hear about it. If there's some kind of synchronicity with these things, I would love to know. They could show up in the reading today. Libra had a lot show up in their reading, so that was kind of fun. But I saw the sun. The sun card, the actual sun, was really beautiful. I saw emeralds, as in the jewels, masks, mannequins, ballet shoes, Cracker Jack, like the snack Cracker Jack, velvet rope, a daisy, running water, and Converse shoes. So some of you may be going to some kind of performance, because I saw a lot of performance show type things, but just take a screen cap of that and let me know if any of that shows up in your world. So I'm doing your reading today. I'm going to take one card from the Human Spirit Oracle for the overall energy, and for your tarot reading, the Pulp Tarot. So burn the Palo Santo. Cards have been pre-shuffled. I'm just going to shuffle one more time. One card for Gemini, please. Thank you, Spirit. This card has come out a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if it came out for you last time, but I have to take it. I'm possible. It comes out a lot, maybe because people they're not getting the message. I'm possible. Not getting the message that they're worthy is what I just heard. Number 18 is the Moon card in the Major Arcana. Things still needing to come to the surface, still in a state of mystery, still in a state of secrecy is what I just heard. Where things are not as they appear. But the words "I'm possible" would suggest that whatever is going on in the imaginal realm, whatever is going on in the imagination for you, that can become a reality. So if you're trying to manifest something at this time, it's absolutely within your power to make it happen. We shall see. This image is very off-putting. I mean, it's just very off-putting, because it's like, where is the rest of her beingness? Because I interpret these arms as belonging to someone else, because these are her arms here. Somebody's holding up this mirror window. This clearly is like another space and time. It's very surreal. And it's almost like she's like in and out of reality. And so I almost feel as though you're trying to come into a sense of self. Maybe you've been feeling a little off-center lately. 5 cards. Sorry, why did I say 5 cards? I will take 5 cards. 5 cards for the gray spread. 5 cards for clarifier. Past, present, future advice from Spirit, and whatever that 5th card wants to present itself to be. Oh, that's a nice 5th card on that one, and then I'm going to pull clarifiers. Oh, now I see why that 5th card wanted to come out. That's nice. I shall show you. Ooh. Lots of major arcana for you, Gemini. Lots of shifting happening for you. Ooh, gosh. Several cards in the reverse. Reversals are not bad. It's just a way to interpret the card. Okay. So I pulled 10 cards for you. Let's start with the past energy. Ace of Swords, clarified by the Lovers. Gemini, you showed up in your own reading. This is Gemini energy in the major arcana. Ace of Swords in the upright. This talks about epiphanies, clarity. That spirit has broadcast. I almost want to see this as like a broadcasting energy, that something is in your past energy really came to the surface and made itself known, having to do with perhaps a relationship that had gone astray. That's an interesting choice of words. Or something having to do with something in your heart space. So could be like a interest that you had in, I mean, it could be a hobby, it could be a job, something where it would have spoken to making a decision about an effort that would have affected something that you love, or something that would speak to your heart space. So for example, making an investment into a business that you thought was going to pan out and then it doesn't. Something like that. Or if this is speaking about a relationship, that there's some kind of disconnect between you and your partner, you and your so whoever you're interested in, but you've now received clarity about perhaps why that is not the right fit for you. What is the epiphany, Spirit? What is the epiphany? There you go. I was like, am I not allowed to know the epiphany? 2 cards came out. The Hanged Man in the reverse and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be the person that you're dealing with, or this could be a third element, is what I wanted to say. I didn't want to say third party. I just wanted to say third element. I don't even know what that means, really. I feel like it's just like could be a boss. King of Pentacles is somebody who is very mature, has a high status. All the kings have very high status. They're the kings of their suit. So they're at the top of their game in a way. And the Pentacles energy talks about earth energy. So somebody in the material world. This is not energetic. It's somebody in the real world. Divine masculine energy. Could be a woman. It doesn't have to talk about gender. It just talks about energy. Somebody who's a go-getter. Somebody entrepreneurial. Somebody in charge. This came out with the Hanged Man as well. So kind of having taken a step back from this person or this situation. Maybe it's like, I feel like they're a competitive force. That doesn't mean that there's like a third party, although it could. Take it as it resonates. The way that I read tarot is just taking a temperature on what's going on right now. So I'm not a predictor of things. Like, I don't purport to be like a fortune teller. That's not the kind of tarot that I read. I read in like, what's the temperature of what's going on right now. The King of Pentacles can represent another person, but it doesn't have to be in a romantic sense. It can simply be like an obstacle. And with this Hanged Man energy, I feel as though it's like you've taken like a wide angle lens. It's just stepped way back from the situation. And you're seeing things exactly as they are. With the Ace of Swords. Whatever this is, it's not working out. This is all in the past energy though. Past energy. So what do we do in a situation like this? We move on and we manifest something new. Magician in the upright. Gemini energy, also Virgo. I attribute it to Virgo as well. Somebody who is conjuring, somebody who is making things happen, using the resources at their disposal in all facets of life to try and bring something wonderful in for themselves. It's clarified by the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Cups can talk about a brand new beginning in love, but it's not quite here yet. It's in the reverse. It's almost like having to finish out a cycle with something that didn't work out. Now, this could be talking about a job situation, right? Like ending a cycle with a job that you weren't too excited about to start a new job. But it's also like stagnancy. So if we're stuck in a situation that we don't enjoy, keeping us stifled energetically, then we are stifling the flow of manifestation towards us. So it doesn't matter how much you are manifesting. If there's no space for that manifestation to move towards you, if you're not making space for it, then it can't come. It can't come towards you, right? So you have to make space first in your mind, because thoughts become things. You first have to make space in your mind, and then you can make space in your physical circumstances. So if this is a love interest, it's best to close out cycles with everybody from the past. This is really hard, especially if you're really stuck on somebody. Like, I understand that energy, but Spirit wants the best for you. And ideally, if you're what's best for the other person involved in your dynamic, then wouldn't you want to come towards that person free and clear? Now my ear is tunneling. It's almost like the spirit guides have come in to affirm this message. Like, maybe you're somebody's answered prayer, and wouldn't you want to approach that person not as a perfection, but just in your best, highest state, your most evolved state that you possibly can be in this moment in time in your life? Now my third eye is buzzing. Don't you want to be the best version of yourself that you can be for another person? Because wouldn't you want that from that person, your partner? What are you trying to manifest at this time? The Magician card. See? Yeah, your spirit guides just, thank you. I'm thanking your spirit guides right now because the World card came out. It's exactly what I just said. I'm almost shocked because I'm always so shocked. I don't know why. I'm still to this day. I mean, I've been reading tarot for a few years now, and I'm just like, I still get shocked because the World card is all about closure, needing closure of a cycle, of a chapter before you can start a new one. So you're manifesting that closure. So I'm very proud of you because that's not easy. That's not easy. You could be cutting cords. You could be taking this sword and cutting a cord with it, cutting an energetic bond with somebody so that this card will flip over for you, and that what Spirit has to offer, you can say thank you. You're trying to manifest a closure. That's great. This person could be not your usual type, international. They could be from another part of the world than you. Number 21, Major Arcana. It ends the cycle of the Fool's journey, only to begin a new cycle. We'll get to that. In the future potential, the Hierophant card, number 5 in the Major Arcana, Taurus energy, clarified by the Emperor in the reverse. Number 4 in the Major Arcana, Aries energy, 4 and 5. Really, I mean, let's just look at these. Look at how, like, this is no joke, divine masculine energy, right? But the Emperor is in reverse. I don't like the Emperor in reverse because Emperor in reverse can represent somebody who exhibits a lack of control. Usually the Emperor has the power of all 4 kings. The Magician has the power of all 4 suits. Emperor has the power of all 4 kings. He's kind of a big deal. CEO, boss energy. But clarifying the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant is the Pope of the tarot, the spiritual leader, the connection, the earthly connection to the divine. The Hierophant doesn't have to always be a person. It can represent a sacred text, you know, so like the Quran or the Bible or, you know, some ancient wise teachings, etc., etc. You know, I'm just seeing, I can't remember his name right now, but the philosopher who said, what's his name? Hermeticus? I don't remember what his name is, but he coined, or he came up with the phrase, as above, so below. I see that as perhaps your sacred text. What is that? It's like the 7 principles of something. All of you probably know what it is. I've actually read it too, and Spirit's not giving it to me. But the Hierophant talks about rules and regulations and standards. And in the future energy, it's almost like you're rallying against all of that constriction, all of those rules. You're not in the mood, Gemini. You're not in the mood for those rules. So I'm looking at your list here. I see velvet rope. What does a velvet rope do? It like kind of boxes people in. So they're standing in a straight line, in a straight formation. And it's almost like you want to like undo the velvet rope so you can jump the line. Like you want to, I just heard, let's skip to the good part. You know that song? I don't like that song at all, but that just popped in my head. Let's skip to the good part. And it's frustrating, I feel. Geminis aren't really known for being super rule followers. At least the Geminis that I know. Not rule followers. Rule breakers. 100%. You know, but it's fun. All in good fun. That's what I just heard. All in good fun. Let's ask for a clarifier. 4 of Wands talks about your stability. Portals opening. This is the 1111 card. Also the twin flame card for any of those who are twin flames. This could have to do with, this is not a twin flame reading, but it could have to do with someone's twin flame out there trying to let go of their twin flame. Coincidentally, my twin flame is a Gemini, but it's in the upright. It talks about a firm foundation. It talks about celebration. So I just heard girls just want to have fun. Cyndi Lauper, girls just want to have fun. You know, this is what I was saying, right? You're kind of balking in the face of restriction because you're just trying to have fun in this future potential. I just heard somebody, it's like, I just heard like the Gemini collective say, but I'm possible, right? I should be able to do these things. I'm possible. Yes, Gemini. Advice from Spirit. So we still have 4 cards left on the table. We have 2 extra cards, which I'm excited to get to. It's interesting. Advice from Spirit, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarified by the 8 of Swords. You could be a little stuck in your head right now, debating a decision. And you're making it The Eight of Swords is the analysis paralysis card, trapped in our own thinking. And the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is wondering and pretty much coming to the conclusion that whatever it was that we used to be investing in is no longer worth our time. And Spirit is kind of saying, like, affirming that, like, kind of like, well, what they actually just said was, get your head out of your blank, 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 right? Get your head out of your behind and stop investing in something that is not for your best and highest good. It's a waste of your time, is what they just said. You can do what you want. You have free will. And whatever this is, you already know what it is, because it was exactly what you thought of when I said it. Two cards came out. Look at this Justice card. This Justice card this Justice card has been making such a splash in this series of general readings. First with Scorpio, then with Libra, represents Libra, and now with you. Karma, balance, coming in for you at this time. And then you're going to have a different decision to make. This is almost like just said to me, the world is your oyster, Gemini. What are you going to do? The world is your oyster. I'm just going to let you ruminate on that for a second. It's almost like you finally paid off your debt to karma itself. And now it's like you're free and clear in your, this is your incoming advice from Spirit, right? If you could do anything, if anything was possible, what would you choose? But it's your decision. The extra cards that came out, two major arcana cards. The Fool. Closing out the cycle to begin anew. The Fool energy starts the major arcana number 0. And it talks about putting your faith in Spirit to lead you to jump off the proverbial cliff into the great unknown, traveling light with so much enthusiasm, with an open heart chakra, an open solar plexus, right? And instead of kind of being stuck in your head about what do I do, it's almost just saying to me, like, stop thinking so much, Gemini. You think too much. Judgment card in the reverse. That's very interesting. Judgment card usually talks about resurrecting something from the great beyond, the dead. Something from your past. And Spirit is saying, nope. Past stays where it is. Past stays where it is. This is the energy that Gemini should be embodying right now. Being drawn back to the Four of Wands. If the Four of Wands is like a portal, it's almost like saying leap through that portal. Run, don't walk. Run, don't walk. So interesting. For so many of the other signs, it's just like, take it one step at a time. Patience, patience. No, close out the cycle. Have some fun while you're doing it. Make a decision and go. Go after what it is that you love. You deserve it, Gemini. That's your reading. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Gemini.